Alright. I guess I'll get up off my little lazy little keister over here, right? I know. Hello, people. Yes, I'm comprised of light and dark, and yeah, the dark side is not so pleasant. Pretty beyond gnarly, is to say the least. Anyway, that's only like touching like the tip of the iceberg there. I know, in regards to my twin. I don't want to rehash old energies, but if something did happen to him, i.e., one's ashes being turned into glitter and resold on the market, that is disgusting. Figured I'd come on here and say it. Why other people haven't talked about this, I have no idea that I'm aware of as of yet. Granted, people could post stuff and I'm just unaware. But I can't keep track of anything and everything people post. For one, I'm not that much of a stalker, even though people love to capitalize and label people as a stalker that are just looking to keep up to date. I don't know this incessant need to constantly define people for clickbait. There's something to be said about that. It's kind of sick. Anyway, I don't really understand now to whom this applies. I just watched Sharon Osbourne. Anyway, I have never had any beef with any British whatsoever my entire life. I wasn't actually planning to start now. And I'm not well informed and or educated on any celebrity for that matter, because I've never per se been a super big celebrity nut or anything like that. But yes, I've had plenty of favorite musicians over the years, and my favorite is obviously my twin, apparently. I'm not going to go into it. People know by now. I don't even need to mention a name or whatever, and I don't really care for people to come at me and saying I'm a clout chaser anymore, so I'm just going to be out about that. But, yeah, something to be said about, Chica being, passé, more or less, when it comes to Palestinians and what's been going on in Gaza. I don't really understand why some people more or less don't give a shit about these people. I mean, for that matter, I could actually talk about Israelis also and Hamas as well. Because I know I've even just focused in on Gaza, but Gaza doesn't actually just refer to Palestinians. I would imagine that out there's tons of different kinds of people, not just Palestinians. But anyway, I am not a scholar, expert, or history buff over here. Anyway, I'm just, quintessential. That's what somebody had mentioned a while ago. But yeah, anyway, no, I don't understand passé. I'm not, there is something to be said about, people needing to talk about wars, yes, that have gone on throughout history and all this stuff, and whatever other atrocities have been going on or co-occurring, whether alongside with whatever's going on in Gaza and politicians or whatever, and the war and famine or whatever. But going back in history, yeah, but my thing is, it's like as if somebody's bringing that up to just like brush off whatever is going on and happening to these people. So, take it or leave it, call it a day. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, or whatever, like they like to say. It's redundant, but you could tell I've been watching too much tarot. But yeah. Anyway, people. But yeah, it's disgusting. I know I haven't talked too much about PETA. Yes, shame on me, people. In regards to animal rights and whatnot, it's taken me some time to become more accepting and less judgmental and not have biases myself. Natural occurrence as you get older, but as you heal and embrace your higher self and let go and let God, things just kind of naturally settle into place or whatever. But yeah, I know I'm not all that what I'm cracked up to be. I know, people, but yet I have so much to come for me, for what I've heard of too. So, but yeah, there's really neat lightning out here right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to capture anything right now per se, but a lot of stuff going on. Often the the distance here. Let me see if I can capture something. But, there we go. There's something right there. Stuff going on out this way, too. Ooh, I caught that. Woohoo! But, yeah, no, there's something we said. It's like people be, excuse my language here. It could just be projecting for the sake of content. But, snobby, kind of just like sticking their nose up at these people. Why? I do not know. Don't feel bad. I mean, I've stuck my nose up at whomever in the past too is caught in real life time. I'm not ashamed of that. Anyway, why people want to insist on being ashamed or whatever and all this stuff, I have no idea. No sense in that. It's like, just speak up, that's just me though. I would have just kind of like cut to the chase, but I mean, I'm doing that right now. So anyway. Yes, I'm drinking a Dorito, an orange one. Orange Dorito. No, it is not right, people. Genocide should not be accepted. It doesn't matter what form it comes in or what people it happens to. No, it's not right. Just like depopulation is not right, and or transhumanism and eugenics is not right. So, it's like I'd be starting to wonder where the true Christians be, the whole crucifix and or true Catholics here, people. Seriously. And I've never been a religious person, so, just to kind of give people an idea, just a non-believer turned spontaneous believer. I was baptized, as far as I'm aware of, Presbyterian. Yeah, I've been a targeted individual the past few years, quite heavily. I guess apparently certain beings have been sending people after me via social media, digital, energetic stalking. Anyway, it is what it is, or whatever. Your coordinates are your coordinates. You can only play victim still so long, right? But it doesn't mean that stuff hasn't happened to you, right? Okay, so fine line between playing victim and stuff actually happening to you. So I don't know. A way for people to gaslight you is to say that to you as well. I figured I'd talk about that right now. I just seen 741. I'm trying to remember what I was going to get at. Yeah, I know. I might wait to post this because I've kind of been obnoxious lately in posts, so I'm sure I'm annoying a lot of people by now. They probably call me a pick-me attention whore and a narcissist, but oh well. There comes a point in time where you can't per se actually be defined as that. Place yourself where you go. Especially too when you're an authentic and or meek individual that's chosen and that's inheriting the earth. So, it's like place yourself where you go, right? Your energy will speak for itself. What? It's not very nice of people, mind you. I only have so much control over cause and effect. That's a whole, occurrence and entity of its own. But, it's not really nice of people to just kind of like take it upon themselves to more or less kind of like prop other people above me or some shit like that covertly. Like, it's just weird. Mind you, people's spiritual paths and procreation and whatever else they're doing on their journey or whatever is like really more or less none of my business, which is true. Anyway, but yeah, I've been getting the downloads, people, so it's not hard to read a room. You don't have to be a super psychic. You guys can come off your little booster seats, high horses, simmer down just a little bit, for the life of you guys, just for a little bit, for the sake of whatever humanity people have left outside of a quote-unquote booster seat. All you knuckleheads know who you are or whatever. But yeah, I know I can't control man. I know he's going to do whatever he's going to do. So, ladies, don't feel bad or too bad. I'm not going to come at you. I'm not going to get psycho bitch or whatever, because it's like, I've never gotten in a girl fight, and I'm not going to start now, especially not over any dude known to man. So, just in case whomever needs to hear that from me right now, for whatever reasons, you know who you are. Don't worry about it. So, anyway. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, Betty Crocker is, still alive and well, for you, other, lighter ethnic folk, sorry, not sorry. Please just, take it up with God. I really don't give a shit. Anyway, it serves a purpose and has its uses, Huns and or Allens. Anyway, yeah, going back to my initial train of thought that I had started on, I don't know, I had heard a rumor going on that I'm an orphan. So, anyway, I don't have solid proof yet, but it still isn't far-fetched that my dad is indeed my dad, because, he has the name of Allen. And I just seen on the side of a building, something about Huns. So, Huns, Allens, something about Allens defeating the Goths or something. So, anyway. Figured I'd share that little ramble, scramble of a jamble, whatever. Holy shit, that was nuts. I don't know how people can stay cooped up doing video games 24/7. I know I've bitched about it so many times already. I'm sure people don't want to hear it from me anymore, but no. Sorry, not sorry. I will never understand people choosing day in and day out for years on end. Mind you, people do whatever they do at night, and I've been quite well aware of this, people, but I'm not going to go into all that. I'm just tired of talking about all that stuff because it doesn't matter anymore. Because you start to accept it when you understand the reality is reality, and when you realize who you are and all this stuff, and that you could very well end up venturing off somewhere at any given point in time, cause and effect things. So, I've come to peace and terms with all that in the end. So, me being a Black Widow and whatever else in there, some hybrid thing or whatever, the redundant by now, doesn't even need to be spoken on. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, let me see if I can remember. My stomach's not too happy right now. I know I've been doing zeolite and diatomaceous earth. Silica is supposed to help the stomach lining. I know, we gotta do bone broth. I got a bone broth powder. Oh my god. Bizarre love triangles, what? I don't know, maybe I'll come back to my initial train of thought eventually, but, no, it is, manipulation is evil, people, yes, it is. Yeah, I had spoken on it. Another people had beat me to stuff. Walking Dead versus, Z Nation or whatever. Granted, it could have also been due to other people too, not just me, so. Anyway, we were one of two beings that's just a little too intense for people, apparently. As far as I know, I don't have any solid evidence yet other than, a video my brother sent me recently with a crocodile and, a tarot reader from, like, many months ago by now. And I had psychic vision of, someone dropping out of the sky and landing flat on their face, and then the second day they got up and their face was, like, smushed in. So that's all I have seen. So anyway, people, I'm not gonna mention any other a name or whatever, because I don't want people coming at me anymore. I don't need to get in trouble, and also I don't need to, like, disrespect any more than I have already. So anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. But anyway, maybe I'll do another video and come back to my initial train of thought or something here. It's fleeting me right now, people. It's fleeting me. Yes, apparently my voices are like cringe to someone. It's more of a reason and a proof right there that person's not for you, I would say. They'll be quick to embrace a Brit. And yet, if I start talking in different voices, which, mind you, are actually very European, it's like, all hell breaks loose cringe. Like, oh my god, how dare you, lady, don't talk like that. Don't have those accents and shit. It's just weird. You know, and it's like, I've listened to other people, like, come out, and I've just been like, whatever about it. I might cringe a little, like, inside and all this stuff, but I'm not gonna be like, we're all haters at one point or another, and are with certain people for some reason, for whatever reasons. Oh, God. I know, you just want to, like, tell certain people just to get over themselves. I know, right? Gee, I wonder why I be talking to myself more. I know, I've heard, what is it? I've heard, I remember a reader a while ago, something about killing brain cells or something. It's funny because I have it in me, but I just be too lax, I guess. I don't know, they've mentioned that chosen ones are usually boring and poor and all this stuff. Yeah, it's like we rather just be chill or something, or like a simpleton or something. Granted, like, I will do random stuff online and have, like, flexed and stuff still or whatever, but I know, it's like it requires certain, you gotta agitate the rune, agitate the rune, that's weird. Agitate your wound specifically at specific times or something. It's like very specific, like ridiculously specific. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. Luckily, yeah, there's a lot of people still on public platforms, yes, that have been speaking on stuff and have been brave enough. I've been watching little random snippets of news journalists, you know, over the years. I gotta get organized again and whatnot. So anyway, I have to do the work and take myself seriously, yes, before people take me seriously is correct. And I haven't even watched everything every tarot reader has posted, and I need to. I know there is a reader. I've only briefly watched her stuff because even for me, you know, unfortunately, the sad truth, yes, people, I'm human, I'm not perfect. It's been hard for me to listen to her. She knows who she is or whatever, but I'm gonna have to, yes. So, you know, I know they'll be like, you're just still making excuses or whatever. So, you know, it's something, yes, I still need to work on people. It's not completely fleeting me, alright? I'm gonna be backtracking because I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands now, so I'm not actually gonna have any excuse. And I've been glued to the internet every day for the past few years anyway. So I'm going to leave that one there for now. Anyway, I leave it there. Yeah.